Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the fourth episode of the World History and Geography GCast as presented by Gibsonian Institute. We've got a short episode today. We've got our virtual gallery walk. So you're going to find everything you need for our virtual gallery walk. We don't have a classroom to walk around, of course, and you should be staying inside, not spreading any of these viruses. So please don't try to attempt this outside for any strange reasons. But you'll find on Google Classroom what you will need. So on Google Classroom, follow the link that will be posted to Padlet. The Padlet is a map, and the map is going to take you to different locations where our Enlightenment figures may have lived, died, or maybe studied or ruled from. All right, so they're in a way we're still getting a tour. It's going to be through that method, though, of course. When you are done with the Padlet, there will be a assessment on Google Classroom for you to complete to ensure that we really understood what we were looking at. We've got some really good stuff on there. Specifically, I wanna stress the Frederick the Great of Prussia. He's a very interesting character to talk about. And then another one that you should focus on is King George III of Britain, because that is going to lead us to our discussion, or rather, it's going to more prepare you for the interview that I've announced that will be airing on Monday with the historian that I am good friends with. So that is the work from King George III is going to be relevant to the topic that we're going to be talking about in the interview. Make sure that you are aware of the post on Google Classroom. It's optional to do those readings, but I've already put out that incentive for Gib. If you do submit questions and it is selected by the historian presenter, then you're earning some cash. All right. So by all means, my hint to you, there's a lot of questions I've already noticed that are in general about what is it like being an historian, and those are great. There's a lot of great ones about that, and just general questions about history, which is fantastic. But just by sheer volume, it's going to be hard to get your question in through that topic. So my advice to you would be to find a question based on the content. There's narratives of slaves between the ones that we've studied with Equiano versus Ibn, that Omar Ibn, that was handed down to us by our guest historian, but also just that brief introduction talking about the abolition of the slave trade. What does that mean versus outlawing slavery outright? So there's a little bit of a difference there. So I would suggest that you try to find a question formulated in that topic if you're going to try to accomplish getting some of that 50 Gib out there. It's there for the taking, so go and grab it. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me directly using your student email account. Those are now up and loaded, so by all means, utilize that. Some of you already have been, and that's fine. That's great to hear. Make sure you're sending it to the .us email. That way I can respond directly to you. It'll be easier for me to go back and forth than the .net. So use .us, and then also keep in mind that I will have office hours for social studies from 12:30 to 1 tomorrow. So if you have any questions, or if you just want to have a chit chat, log in. We'll have our Google Meet, and we'll go from there. It should be a good time. Other than that, it's a wrap today. It's a short one, so I hope you enjoy your weekend, and go ahead and make sure we get that virtual gallery walk done, and take a look at the prep work for the interview. It's going to be some really good stuff. You should be excited. All right. Without anything else to go through, we'll wrap it up, and have a good weekend. I look forward to seeing you again soon.